thank you so much for coming and kick it with the Next Up crew today. Of course, you already
Thanks,
know Miss Supreme Luci, Mr. JScript. Welcome.
Hey.
So how are you
Glad
feeling?
to be- I'm blessed and highly favored. Can't complain, man. I appreciate y'all having me, interviewing me, and a lot of the other things that y'all been doing too, like really supporting me and being behind me. So I love y'all for that, man. It's dope. Dope.
We definitely vibing with you here at Next Up. You already know it's lit, extra lit. We try to keep it cool, try to keep, the family included in everything that we do. And we love your music. I know you heard us. Audio got everybody in tune with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. Y'all are some dope individuals, man. Y'all are dope energies, man. So I definitely fuck with y'all a long way.
So
Can we?
you said, what'd you say?
Can't cuss on here, can
So tell me how you got your name. You got a real interesting name.
we? Mm-hmm.
Tell me how you came about that, the spelling, the everything.
I was in 7th grade, and I was in a group. I had formed a group with a couple of my friends, and one of the guys, I felt like the group thing. It was like, you gotta have like semi-matching clothes, semi-matching names, and stuff like that. So I'm a junior, so that's where the J came from, and then the script during that time came from me being a PK, a preacher's kid, like growing up in church.
Wow, you one of us.
So yeah, so one of my homies, his name was Lyric, and then I'm like, okay, I kind of want to match that. If we're gonna be a group, I want to match that. So I was like, you know what? I grew up in the church, so scriptures, script, and then the spelling was just like, the idea came from Music Soul Child, and how he spelled music with the Q. So I was like, I could use that, and then my middle name is Quinn. So, I was just like, all right, that's the unique way of spelling it. And then I wanted the script to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was like, just being creative, being young, being creative and things like that. And then later on I had different meanings for my name, which was basically, when you go through life, like when you really look at your life is like a movie, and you got to stick to your own script. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a script. Life is really revolved around writings on paper, like contracts and, all of those things like that. So throughout my life, it got to a point where I just thought like, your life is like a movie. Stick to your own script, stick to the script.
Your own lane.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where it came from.
So were you doing your own thing before you were in this group?
No, I mean, I wasn't like taking it seriously until I got with that group. Like I wasn't in the studios and stuff like that. All I was doing back then was like playing the drums and dancing. But other than that, 7th grade, once I formed that group, that's when I started really taking it seriously. And that was the first time I ever like was recording in the studio, doing shows and stuff like that, like little talent shows and stuff, like getting it started. So that was the first time I actually was like performing and stuff like that. So
now, how much of a group was this? Were you guys doing the choreographed dances? Were you guys doing the bang? Or were y'all for the ladies? Something sensual, something sexy?
Exactly. That's all it was. Something sensual. We ain't had no like choreography and routines and stuff like that. We was young, like we was recording ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Like making our own beats and stuff like that. Like we was young doing it. So we just performed, like whatever we felt we wanted to do, we just performed. So when it wasn't really too much anything that was choreographed, anything like that. So yeah.
How did you transition out of being into this group into being a solo artist now?
7th, 8th grade, we was a group, and then we went to different schools. So once I got in high school, everybody knew me for singing, but then I formed another group called Future Image. and that was probably the one of the greatest group I formed in high school, and there was different versions of them, but the last version of Future Image, we lasted about 3 years, and then I got into another group, and then after that, I got tired of doing the group thing. I was just like, I want to go solo. I kind of just want to do my own thing, record my own music, with the band, and from then, yeah, I just been solo ever since then. I didn't want to be in a group no more. You got to deal with a lot of egos. You got to deal with people being late, all type of stuff. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to do this on my own, so it was really just having to be in so many different groups, forming so many different groups, and then it just kind of got old to me. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go solo and just try it on my own. And here I am.
What do you feel like is your most transitional moment since you've started to be a solo artist?
My most transitional moment.
Where you're like, okay, this is a success. This is a hit. I did good. I'm doing good. This is what we're going to pursue forever. Like, obviously, this is what you were going to do regardless, but how did you know? When was that moment?
I knew it when I got out of high school, when I graduated out of high school. I knew after I had signed with my cousin and we moved to Atlanta, and I had like met Jazze Pha, Drummer Boy, and a lot of people was rocking with my music from back then. This is like 2008, and that's when I knew, like, okay, I actually got something going on. Like, I'm actually doing something that I feel like I'm really, really good at. And the reactions that I was getting from a lot of the elites in the industry, like, that's when I knew. This is 2008. I was like 18. That's when I knew. I was like, all right, this is something that I'm really finna do for real. Because after high school, like I was in high school selling CDs. Like, I was the only one, like the only R&B dude in high school, like recording whole projects and selling them. Like, I had the group, and we was selling CDs, we was making clothes and stuff. Like, I was singing in the cafeteria for money. Like, girls used to pay me to sing.
Ooh, that's fly.
For their birthday and stuff like that. So after that, I was sold, but after high school, that's when it was like, all right, I'm finna do this for real. Like, I'm finna give it all of me, like every bit of me. So yeah, I think that was the most transitional time of my life.
Where are you from? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. I'm from Chicago.
You sound like it. You sound like you got a little splash in there on you.
Yeah, south suburbs, Harvey World. Yeah.
So what was that like? Because you did grow up in Chicago. What was the music scene like that for you out there, like when you were growing up?
Growing up, it was, for me, it was the gospel scene. Like, I grew up in the church, and once I transitioned to the R&B side of it, I mean, it's dope. It's dope. It's it's a little like, once you win Chicago over, like, they are like diehard, fans and supporters. So I mean, the music scene out there during that time growing up, it was all R&B. It was, you dancing and singing, and not only that, of course, you got your rappers like, Twista, Crucial Conflict, Common, like, it's still a big scene, but like, back then, to me, it was about the gospel, it was about the R&B. So transitioning, it became more aggressive, like Chicago artists. Like, it's not too many R&B artists you can really like. It is, but it ain't. It is, but it ain't. Like, I've heard so many people like try to like name R&B artists that came out of Chicago that was like really, really successful.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really name too many. Like you can name a lot of rap, but you can't name too many. So like I feel like the R&B lane was wide open for me, like being from Chicago. I was doing a lot of features with a lot of different artists from out there, a lot of upcoming artists. And, you know, I felt like the R&B scene was kind of like shadowed a little bit through the hip hop, because the hip hop was like the trap, the drill music, like that, all of that stuff started to really like take effect, and R&B was kind of like shadowed a little bit. But of course, you know, you got the R. Kelly. Of course, you got the Jeremiah. Shout out to them. Like, you know, they kind of kept the R&B thing alive for real, for real. So, but yeah, the music scene was dope though. It was dope. It take time to get up through there, especially in Chicago. Take a little time.
I can believe that because I know that there's probably tons of competition. And
Mm-hmm.
the thing about that I enjoy about people from Chicago is y'all hustle.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta go for it. You're gonna go for it.
Exactly.
What do you feel like you would change if you had the opportunity to change something in Chicago in regards to like the music scene and how people would grow creatively? If you
Uh,
could change anything.
what I would change. The only thing I probably would change is, it's a few things that could be changed or tweaked or fixed, but the only thing I feel like I would change is um maybe the content of some of the music, you know, because I feel like the content of the music, like what we saying in our music nowadays, or even just recently within the past 10 years, I feel like that affected Chicago in the worst way,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So the content of the music, I feel like I would change. But in a sense, you know, I don't even think anything needs to be changed. I just feel like um certain things could be adjusted, you know, like when it comes to the right, exactly, the support, you know. Um yeah, I don't really feel like anything really needs to be changed, because we are a talented city. Like it's a lot of gifted people in Chicago when it comes to the music.
Do you have
So
a favorite person that you've worked with?
in Chicago, out of Chicago, Shauna. Shout out to my girl Shauna. That's my girl. Um, I've worked with who else have I worked? I worked with a lot of people. Coast Steel, uh, D Brooks exclusive. Um, like any other people like Chief Keef and Lil Durk and them. Like I ain't worked with none of them yet. I used to work with a lot of um well-known local artists out there, you know, and that's how I got my name out there. I never really worked with too many people that was like real big, other than like Shauna. Never worked with Twister. Never worked with Crucial Conflict. I want to, I would love to, but I never worked with them. So everybody was really local artists, you know, other than Shauna. Shauna's probably the biggest name out of Chicago that I really worked with. Then my cousin Cajun, um, he's under what's his name, L.A. Reid. Me and him collabed on a few things. You know, Deep Brooks exclusive. He's a platinum producer. He got a couple records with NBA YoungBoy that went platinum and gold. Uh, Dreezy, I had worked with her before.
Love, love, love.
Yeah, I love Dreezy. She dope. I worked with her, but other than that, yeah, not too many well known people. I would have loved to work with R. Kelly. I would have loved to work with Common, you know. So that time is coming, hopefully.
Oh, it is. It's loading. But
Mm-hmm.
speaking of working with people, you did transition here to Atlanta. You have an amazing single called Cardio, and that's
Appreciate that.
with Jazze Pha. Tell
Mm-hmm.
me about the process with creating that song, linking up with them, and
Mm-hmm.
right by yourself.
Right. So I had met Jazze Pha back in the day when I was signed with Drummer Boy. I had met Jazze Pha back then, but we never got a chance to work. So when I got with the people that I'm with now, Worthy Entertainment, we wound up doing a concert in LA, and it was at the what's it called? It was at the Houdini estate. So we did the concert and came back to Atlanta, and Jazze was in the studio, and we wind up, you know, running into each other in the studio, and we chopped it up. And he asked me to send him some of my music that I had. So I sent it to him. He was like, "Man, where you been?" Like, I'm like, Jazze, you don't remember me? Like, ooh. He was like, "Oh yeah, you was Drum Boys artist, la la la." So we wind up exchanging numbers, and then we wind up getting in the studio. Got in the studio. He played the beat, and we just started vibing out to the beat. And he had came up with the cardio, 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 cardio. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm rocking with that. And from then, you know, it just skyrocketed, really. You know,
Yeah.
from there. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that was something for the ladies. That was real cute.
exactly. Yeah.
Real
Exactly.
sexy. Is that your
Right.
all the time vibe?
No, I have plenty of music. I'm very versatile. Like I'm not. I call my music gumbo, because it's a lot of good stuff. Like you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of good content. So I do you know the acoustic feel. I do the trap R&B, regular R&B. I do gospel. I do inspirational. I do pop. I can do anything. I can do anything when it comes to music. Almost anything.
I don't doubt it. And you said that you play the drums. Do you play any other instruments?
Yeah, I play a little bit of the keys, but I'm really a drummer though. That's probably the only instrument that I'm really, really, really like good at. So other than that, I've touched the keys, I've touched the bass, but other than that, that's about it.
You
Hmm.
you were killing, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Back then, you know, I grew up in the church, so I grew up playing the drums, watching my brother play, my god brothers play, and my cousins. Like, you know, we come from that. So that was like the what you call it, the like one of my first loves. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to music. So
So because you
yeah.
began there, and obviously now you're making fly music, you're doing what you love. Where can you see yourself transitioning to?
Um, you know, I've always been inspired by like the Michael Jacksons, the Ushers, even the Chris Browns and stuff like that. I feel like my transition as an artist, um, I want to be like the Black Bruce Wayne of the game. You know, like you know how Batman is my favorite character, of course. But he was always at the right place at the right time. You never knew when he was coming. You never knew when he was leaving. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I want to be that. I want to be that in the game. You know, my transition. Man, however I can grow, I'm with it. But I just want to. I want to have an effect. I want to change people's lives through my music. You know, just give people more of a reason to love and be positive. And of course, you know, you got music that, you know, that is heartfelt and, you know, get your heart broken sometimes, or you go through certain situations, deal with certain people. But I'm just looking to transition in that way, like, because I don't want to just make music. I want to be able to change lives through my music and through my lifestyle and the way I live and the way that I think. You know, just being more wise and aware. So I feel like that's where I see my transition at.
Are you pretty spiritual?
Very, very. I'm a spiritual being. I'm very spiritual. You stop learning, you stop growing. I'm gonna forever be a student to life and to the game. So yeah, very spiritual.
How do you merge and blend your spirituality with your music?
um, I feel like it's just real life. It's simple. I don't feel like it's really too much um behind that. I feel like my spirituality is most important. Keeping God first, understanding how the universe works, um, and understanding myself, loving myself. So um, merging that, I feel like it's all natural. Like just allowing myself to be myself. Um, I don't feel like it's no like formula for that. But other than that, like, you know, I'm just me, and I just try my best to just continuously be me, you know, and walk in my truth and put it in my music, write about it, you know. And then I'm creative enough to take somebody else's situation or somebody else's story and make music, you know, like put it in my music, because I like to be creative like that as well. So, but yeah, you know, I don't know, you know, it's just a flow. It's just
It's
being
organic.
natural. Right, exactly. Exactly.
So it's like this energy never lies. You're just doing your thing, you know, being yourself, being honest. And all
Right.
those things will be very important as you move along and progress and
Mm-hmm.
grow in your career, making music that we can feel.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
fun. That's what we need.
Exactly. Hey, I feel like it's kind of missing, but it ain't though. It ain't missing. It's just
You just
it
have to
ain't
find it.
there.
You just have to find it. It's
Right.
like a gem. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I mean, obviously you're an amazing singer, but what if I never found you? Then I would never know that you were
Right.
amazing outside of your music and what you create and what you share with the world. Because it's
Mm-hmm.
important. I feel like a lot of times that's kind of lacking in the music, where people kind of like try to eliminate their feelings because they don't want the world to see too much of them. But the
Mm-hmm.
vulnerability, I keep telling everybody that is very important. It's important
Mm-hmm.
for
It is.
to
Yes.
be that way.
Exactly. I agree. 100%. 100%. And it's all about positive energy, man. Like, I try my best to, in all moments and all, you know, everything that I do, stay positive, you know, look for the positive conclusion of certain situations that may, you know, that may be in your control, and then everything is not in your control. So, you know, being positive, that's where my spirituality come from. Just staying positive, you know. So,
But see, that's a good thing. Because as long as you're positive, everything is always going to be on the up and up. And that's when you win. That's when we
right.
win. So I'm definitely happy about that. Are you working on anything new?
Yeah, I'm constantly working on new music. I right now I'm trying to put together my project. I also have a reality show coming out. It's gonna be called Stick to the Script, and my album will also be called Stick to the Script. Um, but right now I'm just working on new music. Just adding to the library. You know, just stay working, stay diligent, stay persistent. You know, and consistent.
For sure.
So yeah, that's what it is right now. Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. We definitely are looking forward to watching all the fly things that you do, all the bomb music that you make.
Right.
I hear that cardio when we're on the let out.
Yeah.
I'm hitting my G.
Yeah. Cool, man.
It's going to be something special. It's definitely going to be something real special.
Definitely.
What is one thing that you could tell these people about you, like everybody watching in and tuning in, that they might not know
Uh,
about
uh,
your brand or just something that you want to talk about?
um, you know, what can I say? I mean, I'm just a positive dude. You know, I want to love and be loved. You know, and I love having good people around me, good energy. Um, I mean, yeah, family man, God fearing. You know, is not much I could really say. I mean, I'm just a simple guy. You know, I am full of life. You know, and I love just being around good people and doing great things, being a blessing. Um, it's really not much to me. I'm really a simple kind of guy. Like I'm straightforward. I'm a very blunt person, and you know, I just love good energy. That's really what it is. Like you bring good energy, hey, I rock with you. You know.
We're on the same wavelength. I feel like we
Yeah, yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
yo, when it's mutual, it's beautiful. That's my,
Exactly, exactly.
and that's what, look,
Yeah.
and that's,
That's it. I don't want to be a complicated person. You know what I'm saying? I just want to keep it straightforward. Like, hey, You love me, I love you. I love you, you love me. Like I'm
Easy
cool with that.
math. It's really
Yeah,
easy math. It's simple math.
exactly. Simple. Simplicity is key. Yes. Yes.
Literally the words, you took the words out of my mouth.
For
Yeah.
real, man. For real.
Wavelengths.
But yeah. Uh, and I know most people would think like, oh, he's he's freaky, because a lot of my songs is like, sexual and all that. But I'm really like the type of person that's not big on that. It's just, it's music, man. It's feel good music, but I got plenty of music that's inspirational, and so most people will probably kind of take that out of context and look at me a certain way, which is fine. People gonna do that anyway. But at the end of the day, I am a very positive person. Period. Like I don't have no tolerance for negative energy. I can't do it. Like I
Yeah,
just can't do
I
it.
exit left so fast. I'm like,
Yes.
how much time I gotta go?
Right.
Actually, suddenly,
Catch
out
me.
of nowhere, I must.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that's me. I'm just, I like to have fun. I'm outgoing, and yeah, just simple guy. Simple guy.
It's for sure nice to talk to you, get to know you a
Likewise.
little bit, for the people to get to know you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I appreciate you.
No doubt. You know we got hella work to do. Hey, it's
Yeah. Yeah. I love those videos that y'all did for me too. I'm finna repost them too. I got them in my phone. I'm gonna have to repost them, Jones.
in the car, cardio. Okay.
Yeah, in the car cardioing. I like that.
You already know. You already know. It's the workout plan.
Yeah, exactly. Hey man, I'm looking forward to getting up with y'all, and hopefully we can collab on some. I want to get on the show. I want to be in the car, give my little input.
Well,
I
we got
would love to
something
do
for you.
that.
We got some new content rolling out too. So we definitely have something for you that you will definitely enjoy. We
Yeah,
will for sure keep you in the loop.
man, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you. Tell everybody where they can find your social media, where they can download your music, what's coming up. Keep the people informed.
Oh yeah, you can find me on all platforms, all social media. Everything is JScript, because that is an original name. Nobody in the world has it spelled like the way I spell it. So everything is JScript, JSQRUIPT. What I got coming up, I'm finna release a new record called Red Light Special. Cardio is now playing on V103 in
I
Atlanta.
heard it.
Yeah. And then it's playing in actually 6 different other states. North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, New York. It's on Music Choice. So y'all can look it up on all platforms. The video just dropped. It's on YouTube. Y'all can look that up. Yeah, so until we stop quarantining, I won't be doing those shows right now, but I have the only show that I will be doing is my reality show, which is called Stick to the Script. Um, it's a polygamous show. So we're gonna have like 4 teams of ladies that you know, trying to prove themselves to me. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
You're going
real
to give
fun.
the girls community.
Yeah. It's about them coming together, actually working as a team and getting along and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be a dope show for people to watch.
Wow, you got it. You got it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be dope, man. I think it's gonna blow up. So y'all be looking out for that. So it'll be dropping on YouTube, Facebook, and stuff like that, just for people to watch. It's gonna be raw, uncut,
Can't wait. Make sure to send me the promo. I'm gonna make sure everybody knows.
Got you.
You
I
still
got you.
casting? I'm gonna tell the girls.
Yes, I'm definitely casting still. So if you got some ladies that's interested, hey, And
Y'all,
also,
ladies, you got a fresh cut for y'all. Show them your little,
oh
show
yeah,
them your taper, show them your fade on the side.
oh man,
Ooh,
it's got cut up. You know what I'm saying?
wow, that's
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, yeah, man. So, and then also I got a cardio challenge, where the ladies or even the guys, come up with a dance to the song, or you can actually do the dance that's already created to the song. Uh, I'm actually giving away $1,000 on June 1st.
You said enough. I'm
Yeah.
about to get it.
Yeah.
Get my dance together now.
Yeah, man. Submit your video and send it to me with your cash app and your number and stuff like that. And yeah, June 1st, I'll be announcing the winner. Yeah. So that's what I got going on.
Well, we definitely appreciate you kicking it with us. Please be sure to tap in with everything that JScript is doing. Obviously, the man is doing big things, and you do not want to be left behind. Because look, you should have stayed down.
Exactly. You hear me? Train move. We ain't waiting on nobody. Let's get it.
For sure. You already know who I am. This is your girl, Supreme Luci. Keep it locked. Like, subscribe, share, all that beautiful stuff. And make sure you stream all of his music and stream cardio right now. Stop what you're doing, all of that. Cardio, cardio, cardio.
Hey.
We out.
Take care.